The Albright football team opened the 2015 season with a dramatic come-from-behind victory over Salisbury on Friday night at Shirk Stadium. Albright began his comeback late in the third quarter when senior Steve Barroso recovered a fumble, which set up a Lion touchdown. Freshman quarterback Mike Knight found Vinnie Williams from 6 yards out to cut the lead to 23-10. Linebacker Kevin Mason forced another Salisbury fumble, and Barroso recovered his second fumble of the game to set the Lions up at midfield. Knight then took the Lions 51 yards in 7 plays, and Brian Wickheiser capped the drive with a 1-yard scoring plunge, which brought Albright to within 23-17. After forcing a Salisbury punt, Knight and the Lions regained possession of the ball with 5:28 to play. Knight then led Albright 46 yards on 9 plays for the go-ahead touchdown. Knight hit Malik Jackson for 8 yards on 4th and goal to give the Lions a 24-23 lead. Salisbury marched right down the field and appeared to be set up for the game-winning field goal, but the attempt went left and the Lions escaped with the victory. Albright returns to action on September 19th when it hosts Widener in its Middle Atlantic Conference opener at 1 p.m. in Shirk Stadium.
I'm just so proud of these guys and how hard they've worked. And we won this game today, but we didn't win this game today. We won this game months and months ago, based on really going back to last spring and the work that we put in, the time that we put in, the sacrifices that our players made, on the field with spring practice and in the weight room and with each other in terms of building relationships and team building, and then in camp. Our theme this year is earn it, and I'm a big believer that we are not entitled to anything. No one's entitled to anything. I'm not entitled to anything. You're not entitled to anything. This team's not. No one's entitled to a championship. We have to earn our jobs every day. I got to earn my job every day. I could be fired tomorrow for any reason, and so could anybody. Right? There's no such thing as long-term contracts anymore. Not on the field and not off the field. And I just think this world is changing to a point where there's a sense of entitlement that it seems to grow with every culture, with every generation, and it's worse now than it's ever been. And I want our guys to understand is that you will have exactly what you earn. And back in somewhere around 1776, when Ben Franklin, as an old man, he had a son. And he was in his late 70s when he had a son, and he knew he wasn't going to be around to raise this son. So he wrote a letter to his son that 100 years later got published as the autobiography of Ben Franklin. And the primary message in this book, in this letter to his son, was what he called do, be, have. And what it means is you have to do before you can be, and you have to be before you can have. So you want to have a championship, then first you need to become a champion and a championship team. And before you're going to become a championship team, you have to do what champions do. And that's where the earn it comes in. And that's what you saw here today. I mean, look, I don't know if we had the confidence that we had earned it when we took the field, but we had found that confidence that we had earned it during the course of this game, and particularly in the second half. The most important play in football is the next play. You can't do anything about the last play or what just happened or what happened 3 plays ago or 2 quarters ago or something back in the first half or first series. The only thing that you have control over is what happens next, not what just happened. So by focusing on what we can control, we were able to overcome those mistakes. And Mike Knight's a great example. I mean, you talk about a champion finish, by that young man. I mean, he threw 3 interceptions in the first half, freshman quarterback, first start, and we thought about maybe should we pull him? And we talked about this at halftime, and we decided no, you know what? He's got to get this out of his system sometime. Let's get him to overcome it now, because we knew that he had that kind of ability. What you saw out here in the second half, heck, at halftime, he only had one incomplete pass at halftime. He was 15 for 16. Unfortunately, 3 of those completions went to the other team. So what I told him at halftime was, just quit throwing it to the wrong guy. I mean, that's, this isn't brain surgery here. Just do what you normally do, right? You're just, relax and use your athletic ability, get yourself out of trouble, buy some time. And then just before he took the field in this third quarter, at the start of the third quarter, I said to him, I said, Mike, come here. I said, I just want you to know, I said, you're my guy and I trust you. Right? And he got a big smile on his face, and he said, I appreciate that, Coach, because I think he was probably thinking it might be time to pull me. But he just needed that confidence, and he found it in the second half. And the receivers, to their credit, they made huge plays for him. I mean, they made some big-time catches. The offensive line protected extremely well. We took some sacks, but there was some plays where they had to protect for 6 seconds as he's running around back there trying to find an open guy. And so I'm just so proud of him, so proud of this football team. And we talk about play hard, play together, and have fun. And you saw us today play hard. You saw us play together. The whole sideline, everyone on the field and off the field, and you saw us having fun out here today. And hopefully this is some momentum for us as we enter our bye week and then conference play, which is a brutal conference, as you know.